So I know tech is an area that you started investing resources early on. Tell the audience some of the decisions you've made along the way, and the long-term benefits you've enjoyed because of those decisions. Like so you said you developed your own technology, you put it to work, you had a team. Did you have to go through growth cycles, or how did you maintain over time?
I'm not sure what you mean by growth cycles and maintain. We just get growing and growing. I'm not sure what you're asking, but I can answer with respect to the technology. The technology I always viewed. I am not a computer programmer, but I just know what technology can do for us. And I would just tell the programmers, this is what has to happen, and then they would make it happen. So
Okay.
I distill it down to a few different things, very simple concepts that what we really do, my practice is we just gather information, and then we deliver that information in a different format. So we just broke it down into those two very big buckets. Who do we gather information from, and what is that process, and how can we streamline it? And then who do we have to deliver it to, and how can we streamline that? So we gather information from our clients, police departments, vendors, hospitals, and all of that gathering process. And then how can we then deliver it to insurance companies and defense counsel in a really efficient way? So
So you identify the need, and then you customize the tech.
True. The other thing internally in our workflow and our work processes is we limit the tasks that people are required to do. So we have a very streamlined business where people have very clear identifiable responsibilities, and that's what they do, and they become experts in that. And the goal is that they don't get distracted from doing what their core competencies are.
Right.
Brilliant. We don't have any generalists. We have highly specialized workforce, down to I defined as being our paperless. Well, the big challenge is when you're paperless, you want to be able to access it very quickly, whatever that information is. So up front, when we image it into our case management system, and there's a lot of this that's automated, we break apart documents and name documents so that it's very easy to find the specific document you're looking for, as opposed to having to search through the electronic record. So if we get a hospital record in that's 500 pages, we break that apart to the admission records, the operative report, the nurse's notes, the prescription records, the whatever it may be. And it's very easy to find things as opposed to
going through papers. Yeah. So
but let me just so we have two people who all they do are break apart those medical records and tag them in the proper way. And then we do the same on the legal side, where we have people who are dedicated. We don't just have a generalist who scans records in. We have trained people who know how to read medical records and to categorize them properly, and to obviously make sure they get to the right spot.
So you go through the process of, whenever you're developing the tech, you then train people and specialize people to get really good at that piece. And then you sort of just add on layers as needed, depending on what the function is. And that's what I meant by growth cycle, is just implementing new ways of streamlining and handling the day-to-day.
Yeah, I would. The answer is yes, but just your term add on, sometimes it's break apart.
Okay.
using my example of we call imaging, our imaging department. it's not adding on, it's breaking apart the records that come in. So we broke apart the medical from the legal,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Not adding on, but breaking it apart. We'll look at somebody's job and see how I can break it down so that they are hyper specialized.
And
So
how many?
as a good example, for pleadings purposes, litigation purposes, in New York, there are some municipalities that require, if you're going to file a claim against them, that requires a special document called a notice of claim or a notice of intention to file suit, which is one document, but it is a highly specific, important document. I have one person who does all of them for every case.
Wow.
That's all she does.
Yeah. How many people?
And when you do that, she gets pretty good at it. I assure you, she's better than any lawyer who does it when they do everything else.
Right.
That's not that it's not reviewed by an attorney. Of course it is, but she does all the prep work and knows exactly what has to go in.